Gamer's Table, a podcast discussion of tabletop role-playing games, war games, movies, books, and various other related topics. Be warned, this show contains explicit material that may not be suitable for all audiences. Hi, and welcome to Gamer's Table. My name is Eric.
My name is Mike.
This is Dan.
I'm Mark.
I'm Jason.
This is our first episode, so we'll start this off right. We just finished watching the first episode of Game of Thrones, and what was everybody's take on it?
I thought it was pretty good.
Couldn't be more pleased.
Okay.
I don't know how it could have been any better. Maybe some more boobs would have been all right. But
Well, there was plenty of boobs.
Lots of boobs.
I didn't see any crotch, though.
There was a little bit of crotch.
There was
in that
none.
first Tyrion scene.
It was a
little bit.
I think the amount of boobs was reflective of the book from what I remember from like a decade ago.
right.
Well, that was, every decade is when a new book comes out anyway, so.
I have seen a lot of complaints online, women complaining that they're not getting to see man ass and
Tell them to go watch Spartacus.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stars.
It'll happen.
Get your stars.
Your daily dose of Wang.
Some sweet Dothraki.
We gave him the whole WE network.
We gave them the whole network.
Well, of course.
Yes,
Well, the
we
industry's
as
run by
men allowed
not
the
us
women to have a
personally.
network. That's what's being implied here.
And there goes at least two people that I know of that are listening to this.
That's half. One of the two of the
this
many
podcast
reasons to
brought to you
not
by-
have cable.
We're
Yes,
getting
indeed.
sidetracked, boys.
Hey, that's, side tangent is the...
Brought to you by Side Tangent Productions.
that's right. This is Side Tangent Production. So.
Okay, Mike didn't weigh in on the show.
Well, I didn't want to talk because everyone was talking at the same time.
No, that's how we roll.
What? That's the round table, Jack.
So far, I've seen it twice now.
I would say I think you are the most. You have these most fresh in your mind. You've read these most recently than the rest of us.
I think I've read those
You?
recently, but I have a horrible memory.
I purposely
This
did
is true.
not read them
I
again.
read them before most of you.
Right. See, now I'm thinking about reading up through what's been established now.
You definitely have an impression in your mind of what the characters look like as you're reading the books.
Yeah.
For me, Peter Dinklage was always Tyrion.
Peter Dinklage
Right.
stole every scene he
Yeah.
was in, and
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a reoccurring theme for the
Yeah.
show.
Will we actually get to see Peter's Dinklage?
That
would make
is the
some of the
burning
ladies happy.
question.
I'm actually curious to see it myself.
By curious.
By curious.
and it's great little nuggets of wisdom like that, which is why we're doing this podcast.
Right.
Right.
Oh, little nuggets. I see what you did there. Okay.
Genius.
What somebody say earlier, it's the greatest...
Greatest soap opera on TV right
Greatest
now,
soap opera
since
on
they
TV.
canceled a bunch of
Oh,
them.
definitely.
And that's okay,
If it was a soap opera, if they had it on every day, I would quit my job.
Man.
No, you
you
can
just
watch it at work. You work
yeah.
for the state,
That's
right?
true, yeah.
Good job. Oh, drive on a cell
If
phone.
they cancel soap operas, all that means is my trips to the doctor will be less annoying.
No, because you'll be getting Dr. Oz and his disciples, or
Right.
Dr. Phil and their disciples. It's not like they're going to fill it with Price is Right reruns. No.
So, Mike, what did you think of the show?
So far, it reminds me of the book, almost scene for scene.
Just about, yeah.
Page for scene. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Well, I mean, as quick as Martin writes them, it has to go that slow. Because
There's no way.
Well, I mean, it's almost unfortunate that they're going to try to do a book per season because there's a lot of content there. They could have milked two seasons for one.
Well,
I
they
think
may-
if they
I
I
wanted.
think they've already hinted that next season they're going to
stretch it?
They're going to split it, yeah.
That's the smartest
So-
thing they could do.
Or maybe there's a third book they're going to split.
Man, I don't know.
I don't know.
Now, I had heard maybe it was you, Jason, that said that was Jason Momoa, wasn't it? Playing
Yes, he's
Drago?
Gonna,
Yes.
He's going to be Conan
Yeah.
this summer.
So I guess they're going to have to give him blue contacts, or unless I don't know what color his eyes are naturally, but
Well,
wasn't
speaking
paying
of the
attention.
color of eyes, I noticed that the Targaryens didn't have purple eyes. I don't know if anybody else noticed
Because
that.
real humans don't have purple eyes.
Yeah,
True
but
story.
This is a fantasy story. In the book, they have purple eyes. They could have gave him contacts.
Hey, man, let the forums fight that one out.
and they will.
That's a very good point. And you'll be on all of them.
This is true. Weighing in.
Jason.
No, just one or two select.
Our resident troll.
Yes, resident troll.
They could have had purple eyes, and I wouldn't have noticed. That hair's too stark. That's all I ever was looking at.
I was too busy.
Yeah,
I was too busy
they
looking
should have done the
at
eyebrows
Daenerys's-
too, though, man, because,
Yeah.
the eyebrows were just,
And
they're not naturally blonde, are they?
I just kept looking at Daenerys's boobs anyway, so
I did think that Jaime Lannister was better looking than Cersei Lannister. Is that weird?
Yes, a little bit, but yeah.
And Caitlin Stark is kind of
Yeah, she's kind of ugly. To throw in a wife's story, my wife, first thing she said when she saw Jamie Lannister is, he's not as good looking as he is in the book.
She was in it.
It wasn't, some mushy romance novel cover guy, so I guess that's what she expected.
Well, and the sniveling factor kind of brings you down.
He was man pretty enough. Huh?
I don't know. I thought he was hot.
Yeah.
Well,
Nikolai.
That's wonderful.
And he's Dutch too.
they were kind of on the same
and,
wavelength there.
and what does that mean?
He covers his accent.
Oh,
very well.
okay, all right. I thought there was some
I believe-
commentary on the Dutch about to happen. I was unaware.
I'm right with the Dutch. They're okay.
As
The Dutch are scum.
I think I think I am part Dutch.
I think I am too, Dan. Good job.
I was quoting Squisgar Squigelf of Death Clock fame.
Oh my God, yes he was.
There's an obscure Cartoon Network reference there.
Yeah, nobody likes Metalocalypse at all, except for me.
Serpentine.
All right. Any other comments on the show?
It can
before we
only
move
go
on?
downhill from here.
It's good to see Sean Bean reprise his role as Boromir. That was
Yes,
nice.
That's right.
I was rather. I commented that when his brother showed up, I said, "Was that Faramir?" It would have been nice.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, the opening scene, the three guys that go beyond the wall, the ranger, not the young guy, not the lord, but the
the
guy
kind of
with the beard.
skeezy looking guy.
Well, the grizzled veteran.
Okay,
Was he supposed to be a Stark? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
No,
No.
I don't think so.
All right.
If I remember correctly, their parts in the book were as bit as they were in the show.
Moving on to the next topic, we'll talk about something near and dear to our hearts, and that's drinking and drinking and gaming.
Not that we've done a lot of that.
We're drinking tonight.
Yes, but I think this is kind of a relatively new thing that we've done the last few years. Is now and then we get some.
It's a
booze.
byproduct of the economy.
It's definitely
Right? We don't have any extra money, so we spend what little we have on
Recession.
extra
we
booze.
can't
That's
we
Yes.
can't game our sorrows away. We drink our sorrows
Right,
away.
it reminds me of work. I can't pay for my pills, but I can certainly pay for my crack.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's priorities. It's how
Well,
you budget.
I know.
Pills are a lot
I know
better
when
than
we go
crack,
to.
too. Yeah.
I know when we go to Gen Con, we do probably more drinking than we normally would.
Which makes no sense,
Especially
especially
last
$12 a
Gen Con.
beer. Oh yeah, unless you bring your own bottle
I
of
drank
absinthe.
more than most people at last Gen Con.
Yes. We could segue into that story.
We could, yeah.
Last Gen Con, we
Derailed a whole game.
Mark set up a Seven Seas game.
Right.
Yeah, Seven
No,
Seas.
never played it before.
Spent like a year on that, didn't you?
I was-
went the way
I
of the
spent about-
shot glass.
a month, maybe a month and a half leading up to Gen Con, preparing.
Characters made up for everybody, and
Well, I think this will be a side tangent podcast. Stories from Gen Con.
yeah. So
I think that trip pretty much says it all for the topic, though, drinking and gaming. I believe the two don't mix well.
Well, specifically,
Not if you want to
when-
get
says
anything
the
done.
dungeon
when
master.
Dengus over there brings me a
Yes.
a bottle of
Eric,
absinthe.
yes, brings a bottle of
That's
absinthe,
the extreme.
and
end of
nobody
it.
likes
Yes.
it but me, so I end up with everybody's absinthe.
Well, you had what? Aaron was putting. What was he
He
putting?
was putting equal in the motherfucker. Was it equal or sweet and low? I don't recall now.
Well, and I just want to thank you, Eric, again for giving me a little bit of the absinthe in a cup and not telling me that it needed to be doctored before I drank it because it tasted like ass.
Putting ginger ale in it, and that brown granulated from Starbucks in it.
Oh, that
and
sugar in the roll is good.
equal and sweet and low. And
I don't
I
think, what
believe
is that, aspartame? I don't think that
Yeah.
mixes well with
No.
alcohol.
aspartame is bad anyway.
This is true.
Yeah, and then of course someone in the course of the night looked at me and said, "Aren't you drinking?" I go, "No, that tastes like ass."
And it does. And it's bad.
Excuse if we've offended any absinthe snobs in the
Oh,
audience.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's-
indeed.
I agree.
yeah. So
Get off.
I thought it
Get off
tasted like
now.
Jägermeister.
It's it's like the granddaddy to Jaeger.
That licorice kind of taste to it. Yeah.
yeah. So all right. So
So yes, to Mike's point is
If
yes.
you dissolve some
if-
licorice in kerosene, that's about what it tastes like.
nice, and then lit it on fire. No, taken to excess, drinking and gaming does not go well together.
Not necessarily. Okay, but that being said, in general, we have had some experiences with drinking and gaming that did not derail, didn't we?
Agreed.
I mean, there's been some times. I mean, I personally have a story that when I was in the Army, a friend of mine played his Shadowrun character for the very first time after drinking a bottle of Jack.
Wow.
We see that's incorrect because the preferred drink of Shadowrun is Four Loko. Yes, it is Four Loko.
That's probably true.
You
Yeah.
need to be drunk but still aware.
So it's
And
legal.
fast.
It's legal in 2075, or because it's illegal now. I
I
believe.
still think we can buy it uptown. It's out of date, but I mean, does it really matter?
Oh, is that
Is it separated
energy
already?
drink?
Yeah, it's the Red Bull plus malt liquor.
So we had that. We bought that in Champagne. It was called Sparks.
Yes, there's some. Yeah, there are various
I
offshoots.
think that's an Anheuser-Busch product.
No, that's Sharps. That's the near beer.
Yeah, that's the near beer.
Oh, Sparks, I'm serious.
Oh, okay.
Anheuser-Busch makes it.
Well, anyway,
Or did.
But yeah, so as the story goes, we sat down to play. And,
this be Rich?
Yeah, which we'll probably listen to this once he finds out it's on there.
Awesome. Hey, Rich.
So anyway, the story goes
never
that
met Rich.
one of the guys brought a bottle of Jack and drank the neck out of it and then puked. So we decided it ended up being just I was running the game and then two other guys and Rich being one of them, and he proceeded to drink the whole bottle of Jack with 2 Dr. Peppers.
Sure.
And the reason he did it was because another guy said, "You can't drink all that." And he was like, "All right." So he drank the whole thing, and Jack sometimes makes people angry. And
yes, I read that on crack today.
I think Rich's default setting is angry, from what I remember. No offense, Rich.
well, he may have mellowed, probably not. He proceeded to play his street samurai, and that pretty much defined his character for the rest of the time that he played him. It depends on, I guess, a person's tolerance of said drink, but, for him, Shadowrun and Jack mixed.
We've never tried that. We should try that.
Yeah, that's...
I'm
probably
pretty
not-
sure. No, we're too old for that. We would die.
Are we?
Yes.
It'd get to be like 9:45.
That-
Y'all would be tired.
And Mike would, TPK the whole party.
So, all right, so...
Like Ray.
Mike doesn't do that. Mike doesn't do that normally.
He could.
He could. Well, let's say that he hasn't.
The Jack would bring out the dark side.
Oh, I would